Ladies, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Please be advised that this movie has no nudity.
I'm out.
Come on, Annie. Let's go to the movies.
Yeah.
I just have to wee-wee.
And we're back.
Just like the Five Musketeers.
What the hell am I looking at?
A country where culture means pornography and slasher films.
If you had these boobs, you'd be obsessed with them too.
Very exciting, big event. Everybody's excited, huh?
We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends.
We're Cinemadness Podcast.
Welcome to Cinemadness, the podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in to us. We are so happy and welcoming of your audience and your ears. And today what we're going to do is we're going to continue our journey on the cruise of cinema, also known as Tom Cruise. Yeah, you're welcome, people. Yes. So last time on Cinemadness Podcast, we talked about Tom Cruise through the 80s, who he was early on, and we had a lot of fun, and we're going to continue that good vibe to the 90s. Yes, we're talking about the 90s where people were piercing their navels.
Their nibbles.
Navels. Freudian slip much. They were piercing their navels. They were wearing Jinko jeans in the later 90s, and, you know, they were... basically,
the kids had their grunge music.
They had the grunge,
the flannels, and their
they had
stage
the raves,
dive-ins, and
they had the raves. Yep, and
their face shotguns.
They're doing their gateway drugs.
I didn't rave in the 90s.
You should have.
Yeah, there was a.
That wasn't techno music.
That wasn't techno music.
Yeah, there was raves in the 90s.
Maybe
yes,
late 90s.
There was a whole episode on Saved by the Bell, the college years, about going to rave. I remember that with the football player. Yeah, but so
they didn't create raves on Saved by the Bell.
So we're going to talk about Tom.
Did they?
We're going to talk about Tom Cruise in the 90s. So when we last left Tom Cruise, he was elevating to be the star that he was, to be a larger star, larger than life, very iconic. Now.
No,
yeah,
nothing.
You know what?
Jump right into the episode.
Pretty much. Sorry, when we were talking about basically raves and everything like that. Welcome. Thank you very much. My name's Roman, and of course, I am one of three wonderful hosts. Did we go porn music all of a sudden? Anyways, so of course I am Roman Rodriguez. Thank you very much for joining us.
And, your full name.
Yep, pretty much. I am surrounded by my wonderful...
I've surrounded myself with these people.
I am surrounded by my wonderful co-hosts and friends. We have the beautiful, delightful...
I'm Allison. Hi.
Allison.
She won't come near the microphone.
No, she won't. And then, of course, we have... Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. Hey, Adam, how's it going, man?
Hey, Roman, how you doing?
I'm better. Buddy
Thank boy.
Thank you very much.
Buddy old pal.
Palo buddy. But so when we talk about Tom Cruise in the 90s, what comes to mind? Let's go ahead and go Allison and Adam. Go ahead. Tom Cruise in the 90s.
I think he was trying to be more serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was that's when he started trying to do different roles, not just the cute lover boy meets the girl. I think he was trying to go out of his comfort zone and try to do different things.
And he did it.
He did. So, yeah.
Okay. Adam, same question.
I think Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Not Mimi Rogers? Oh, that was so 1980s.
Yeah. The two movies he did with Nicole Kidman, and then they kind of...
Three.
Yes.
Yeah, 3.
Far and Away.
She was in Days of Thunder.
Oh, she was in Days of Thunder. Mm-hmm. That's where it all started.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I forgot all about Tony Stott's Days of Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the movie guy.
And
We're
all the movie guy.
Well, Allison, I'm not going to get into that.
Allison, are you the movie guy?
What?
I don't know. What?
Who?
Anyways.
Where are we?
Where's my IMDb?
Right. So
where's the color purple?
We're going to go ahead and talk about Tom Cruise in the 90s. So excited to talk about it with you guys and to continue our voyage, our cruise down the
Tom
films.
Toms.
Exactly.
Cruise down Tom's River.
Why does that sound dirty?
No clue. No clue. Perhaps one
No
too
clue.
many one too many cocktails. But speaking of that, how about The Firm? But anyways, no. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So before we dive into it, I want to ask my friends, my cohorts. Exactly. So we're going to go ahead and start off the way we started off the last one without the biography section. We are going to talk about. We're going to talk about the top, our top 3 favorite Tom Cruise films, our least favorite Tom Cruise films of the 90s, top 3 favorite Tom Cruise films of the 90s, the least favorite Tom Cruise films of the 90s, and then films that we wish that Tom Cruise was in. So
It's almost like we have a formula to this show.
you mean when we're not interrupting each other 1,000 times with
That's fun, though.
It is when you're on the other side of it. When you have to be the adult driver, the designated driver, not so much. But when
You're getting it pretty easy, though.
I am.
Your destiny has popped me to you.
Of course. Boy, down the Tom Tom River. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about. So I always go Allison first. Let's go ahead and go Adam.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, Allison, you're up.
No, I can do this. My top 3 top Cruise films in the 90s. My top 3 Tom Cruise films of the 90s. Top 3. Number 3 is Eyes Wide Shut by Stanley Kubrick.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that movie. I'm probably one of 3 people that really enjoyed that movie. Number 2, Minority Report by Steven Spielberg. And my number 1 top crew. What?
I have Minority Report in the 2000s.
Oh, was it the 2000s?
Yes.
I really thought it was. I thought it was like 99.
No, 99 was Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, that's right.
Try again.
Oh crap.
Do not pass go.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna have 2 then. My number 1 top crew. Okay, number 2, Days of Thunder. That's a fun one. Or my number 1 Tom Cruise film of the 90s, which is my number 1 Tom Cruise film. Period. Far and Away.
Far and away what?
Far and away, the best movie that Tom Cruise has ever done is Far and Away.
Far, far away.
Okay. All
In
right.
my opinion.
Well, we'll dive more into that.
In my opinion.
So, Allison,
Yes.
top 3 cruisers.
There
90s.
weren't a lot in the 90s that I would say they're my favorites. I liked Days of Thunder. I liked Far and Away. My number 1 is going to be Interview with the Vampire.
Okay. Vampires suck.
Yes, I think that's the tagline.
Oh, well, we'll find out more later. shall
So
we?
those are my 3, I guess.
Okay. Then that leads me in. And so number 3 is a tie. I got A Few Good Men and Magnolia. So number 2 is Mission Impossible.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. It's still a lot of fun. It still stands up well. It's just.
I did not like the first Mission Impossible, and it was my fault.
Why are we friends?
No. I don't think it's a bad movie or anything. It was my fault that I didn't like it because I thought too early, figured it out in the first 5 minutes, and it ruined the whole movie for me.
I've been there, done that.
I hate myself for it.
Hey, look, it's the problem. Yeah, when you're a cinephile and you think along with films. Yeah, I get it.
That was the movie where I was like, I'm going to stop thinking when I go to the damn movies because I ruined 2 hours of my life.
Well, my number 1 wasn't ruined. It was Interview with the Vampire again.
Wow.
Yeah, I really enjoyed.
Did you not pick A Few Good Men?
He did.
Oh, that was your number 3. Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right,
tied Magnolia and because I couldn't choose.
Oh,
two.
yeah.
So
That's
let's
fine.
go ahead and go with our least favorite film. So we'll go in reverse order. So Adam's got some time to think about it. Did you want our list of movies?
No, I've got one that I didn't like.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go lame. None. Because they're all. I don't really have a least favorite. If you made me watch Far and Away, just like with the 80s. Sorry, guys. Just like with the 80s, if you made me watch any of these films, I wouldn't be overly offended. It's not like, oh man, geez, you know, Days of Thunder was good, not bad. Not a lot of people liked it. I didn't mind it.
It's Top Gun with wheels.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. But yeah, no personal distaste. Allison.
Yes, I agree. I will watch almost any of these. I'm not a fan of Jerry Maguire. It's a sports movie to me, and I just didn't find it very fun when I watched it back in the 90s. And I just think I got so annoyed with Cuba Gooding Jr. and just the whole, I don't know, it just annoyed me. I'd watch it again, but I don't like it. I also am not a favorite of A Few Good Men. Hello, we already discussed that. I'm Allison, and I don't like military movies. I'm not
It's Aaron Sorkin.
Cool.
Yeah, it's more.
I'm
of
also
a
not a
drama
fan of
than
Aaron Sorkin. I'll watch it again. I'm just saying. God, you asked me to pick, I pick. I'm not a huge
like
fan of Eyes Wide Shut, but my number one, hands down, is Magnolia. I will never watch that movie again.
Oh, it is a horrible.
I apologize. Just my opinion.
All right. Well, Adam.
Well, since of these movies have brought up, my number one was Magnolia, but I also really don't like, and guys made it clear that I'm the only one. I didn't like Interview with the Vampire. I thought it was overly stuffy fluff that, yes...
Talk about it when we get to the movie.
Yeah.
It handled the book well. It just, I don't think it should have ever been a movie. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. So before we talk about his filmography, and then with trivia, and then wrap it up pretty and nice and pretty in pink and all that fun jazz, why don't we talk about the films that we kind of wish that Tom Cruise would have done in the 90s? Why don't we go Allison and then Adam, then Roman? Go ahead, Allison, please.
I think he would have been good for Ghost. Instead of Patrick Swayze, he could have.
He would have been taller.
It doesn't matter about taller.
I'm kidding.
That's the only one that I could come up with, but I did look up other roles. He was considered the lead role in The Matrix.
Don't steal my thunder.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Indecent Proposal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
No.
ahead.
Nope.
Go,
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna done.
Go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. That's all I had. I'll try and come up with one off the top of my head. Let's see. 90s. I don't know.
All right.
Anything that Kurt Russell did, maybe?
Soldier.
I don't know what that is.
Actually, that's an underrated film. He was
Captain
actually,
Ron.
Yeah. Did you know Soldier was a spiritual sequel to Blade Runner?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was somehow involved with Cyborg. Believe it or not. No.
Blade Runner.
Huh. Son of a gun.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Okay. Adam.
Oh, I get to go this time? You don't just like skip over me like last episode?
No one listened to last episode.
Oh, that's true. Well, I was gonna say The Matrix, but Johnny Mnemonic. I think he would be great in Johnny. He would have been great as
I can
in
see
Johnny
that.
Mnemonic. The 90s. Men in Black.
He actually would have been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anything with Will Smith, just replace him with Tom Cruise, and it'll probably be a better movie.
Oh boy.
And Independence Day.
No.
Ali.
He could be in Independence Day.
Ali.
Kind of like World of the World. Ali.
Malcolm X.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that leads me to my choices. So number 3, hang in there with me. Mario Brothers. He would actually be. I would have liked to see him along with John Leguizamo as the Mario Brothers taking on Dennis Hopper.
John Leguizamo, the Hispanic Italian.
Hey, half of me is offended and half of me is offended. Okay, I'm Italian Cuban. So, and what? Yes. Number 2, Dark City.
No, Rufus Stilwell is much better.
Like he would have been interesting to see him in that type of role.
I'm just very protective of Dark City.
I love Dark City. Don't get me wrong, and that's a compliment more than anything else. Where I think that he has the right intensity to still make it a good film.
Okay.
And he would have just helped Mario Brothers out, to be frank with you.
I don't think anything could have saved Mario Brothers.
Number one, this might get Allison's crow on this one. Career opportunities.
No, I could see that. I don't care. I'm not attached to that guy.
Instead of
in
Frank
that movie.
Whaley?
Yeah.
It's the movie that was good. It's not either of them. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I could see 80s Tom Cruise in career opportunities.
Well, because that came out in 91.
But I could see 80s Tom Cruise doing it. I can't see 90s Tom Cruise doing it because he was very serious. But that Frank Whaley character is very Tom Cruise the 80s.
Yeah.
It's like he's channeling risky business.
Pretty much. When I was writing that, I'm like, essentially, it's a variation of risky business.
Ricky's business.
Ricky's
Good old
business. Yep, good old Ricky. But that leads us into the filmography. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to go through the films, not too many, and if any of our wonderful hosts has something to say about it, go ahead and speak your mind.
About his filmography.
Yes, the filmography. So we're going to talk about Days of Thunder. We already touched on that. It's based.
NASCAR.
That's all you got is a sound.
Vroom,
sound
vroom.
That's it.
And Carrie Elways.
All right, Days of Thunder. No, Days of Thunder. I watched when it first came out. Again, 8-year-old me, so I'm thinking, okay, it's Maverick, and yeah, it was basically Maverick in 4 wheels.
It made NASCAR look worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you actually watch NASCAR and like, this is terrible.
I'm starting. The older I get, I'm starting to get friends, and actually going to Daytona. Daytona Speedway and just seeing how awesome and large that thing is. You know, it's kind of hard not to get caught up and think of...
It is a really big left turn.
It's huge. It's gargantuanly huge.
Daytona. Let's go away.
Okay.
From the Daytona arcade game.
All right. So we're going to turn left.
Your son plays it all the time at Treasure Island Fun Center.
We're going to...
that thing.
We're going to turn left and go with Far and Away,
Far
which came out in 92.
Far and Away, my favorite movie.
Yeah, so
It was.
Why? Why is it your favorite?
Why? It was directed by Ron Howard, and I don't know. It just hits me so well as a story, another story like Cocktail. You start him at the beginning of his journey, and you're with him for the entirety of his life, showing the hardships of moving to America. I'm a big fan of American history stuff. So seeing that from the side of the oppressed, the Irish that don't get a lot of they don't get a lot of. I mean, not until Gangs of New York really, where they're really shown the real oppression of the Irishmen in early America. It just everybody in the movie was so good. He was good. Cole Meany was really good in the movie, and it's him and Nicole Kidman. You know, they were an item at the time, and it showed. And they were it worked. It just worked really well for me. I saw it like six times in the theater.
It was a pretty movie.
It was, and the Enya soundtrack. Come on,
yeah, I watched it maybe twice. And one time was because I was into the girl that wanted to watch it, so therefore I watched it, and it was right where I remember it.
It was a live action of Fievel Goes West.
or American Tail.
That's what I mean, American Tail.
Oh,
except it was the Irishman, not the Russian.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, it's a coming to America story.
Mm-hmm.
That's not coming to America.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you guys! Wow, it's coming to America. That's not coming to America.
But Tom Cruise couldn't have played that role.
The land race at the end, that was so damn great. That was a great scene, and he got his land even though he didn't live to see it. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
There you go. Way to go.
Oh, I thought of one that he could be in the 90s.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I love this movie so much. He could have been he couldn't have been Brad Pitt, but he could have been one of the other brothers in Legends of the Fall.
He could have been. I thought of that too.
Actually, yeah.
But not Brad Pitt.
No, that was.
I thought Legend of the Fall and A River Runs Through It.
Ah, he could have been Brad Pitt in a river
Runs
runs
Through
through
It.
it, but he can't be Tristan in Legend of the Fall.
On Tom,
He could have been Aiden
Tom's
Quinn.
River. Tom's
On
River.
Tom's River.
Tom's River.
Tom's
There you
River
go.
runs through it.
Yeah,
There you go.
Cruising down Tom's River, it's running through it of the fall.
Yeah, I just kept on hoping that joke would actually like float right when I'm about to talk about The Firm, but no, it's not.
Nope, you got A Few Good Men.
Everything floats.
So A Few Good Men. Oh, this movie is so rich. It's basically the same intensity, in my opinion, as 12 Angry Men.
It's a stage play.
Yeah, it really is.
It is.
It's so captivating.
Aaron Sorkin is just amazing with character dialogue.
And Demi Moore, who's in it, who's great, is overlooked. And Kevin Bacon is overlooked.
Yeah.
And they are just one. Oh man. Maybe we'll do a bigger, deeper dive on the film someday. Who knows?
Maybe we'll do an Aaron Sorkin episode.
Ooh, Sorkin.
We could do the Chicago 7.
I'm out that day.
No, we need your objective opinion.
No, I'll do a Sorkin. All I know about A Few Good Men is you can't handle the truth.
I really think you would like it if you revisited it. Because it doesn't. Yes, it's military, but it's a drama more than it is.
I get it. I get it.
Just imagine that it's corporate America, but they have shiny stuff on their shoulders.
It's a courtroom drama, is what it
It
is.
really is, and it's so damn captivating.
It's a better court movie than The Firm.
Which is next on the list, The Firm.
The Firm.
I do remember that movie.
Which
John
my
Grisham.
dad absolutely loved because, well, he was an attorney, but he loved John Grisham stories because they were real. Mm-hmm. Unlike some, like Ollie's, like Perry Mason was not a real thing.
What? No.
But John Grisham wrote really well, and my dad really liked The Firm. And I think he liked The Firm better than any of the other Grisham court movies.
Well, and this was just more that direction where Tom Cruise, he could have stayed in his lane. Mm-hmm. He could have stayed in his lane and did these, action movies and almost be like a Steven Seagal type character. But, well, no, with respect, but he chose to take more daring roles and really get out of his comfort zone, because there's no action scenes. There's
a car chase in The Firm.
Well, but getting back to A Few Good Men, that pretty much
there's a murder in A Few Good Men.
Yes, there is. Yeah, that's.
But he's acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's trying to show his acting chops.
He's an actor.
He's an actor.
Yes, but The Firm to me again, when I saw it, I was 11 or 12, and it was just dry.
Yes, it's a very not adolescent friendly movie.
And. Really, I don't get another film that's dry out Tom Cruise until we see Lions and Lambs later on in the 2000s.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, when I saw that, I said, "What the hell? What the what?"
In fact, I thought it was called Lions and Lambs later on.
Yes. So, anyway, The Firm. No other touches on that. Okay, so that leads us to
Firm Touch.
the Firm Touch in Tom's River.
River.
Yes, you're not making fun of me, Slurry
I
Misty.
just remember, and looking at it now, I just remember the poster.
Oh, yeah.
It's his face, and then within his face is him running in his face, and it's just the weirdest thing. And
Wait a minute. Wasn't... Okay, we're going to go with the filmography. Never mind. I was lost. Never mind. Keep going.
No. We're not talking about television shows right now. But no, we're going to go ahead and focus on The Interview with the Vampire. Of course, this is Adam's favorite film.
It sucks.
Yes, it
that
does.
was the tagline.
Yeah. Oh, man. Number one, it's an ensemble cast. Number two, it's such a break away from what Tom Cruise was. He was the bad guy, for freak's sake.
Yeah.
I agree. Looking at all of his roles, this is his first breakout role where it's like, I'm going to throw you something completely different. I look completely different. I'm a vampire.
He fought for this role.
Yeah, and I'm evil, and I'm going to do really well with it.
He was manipulative.
Didn't Anne Rice say that she didn't want him at
She
first?
did
She didn't
not.
want him or Brad Pitt, I think. and he convinced her.
I just think if it had a different director, I would have liked it more.
Who directed it?
I don't know, but
I'm gonna see.
Antonio Banderas. He was
He did not direct that movie.
No, he was fantastic in the film, guys.
High five.
Neil Jordan. What did Neil Jordan direct?
We've been doing this too long, guys.
Neil Jordan directed The Crying Game.
Oh,
among other things.
I just, in the 90s, I went through my goth phase and read all of Anne Rice's stuff, even her Christian stuff. And the Vampire Chronicles were a great read, and I was real excited to see the movie. And maybe if I give it a second watch, but I just did not care for it.
Huh.
And
I was pretty much obsessed with it. I've seen it multiple times.
Strangely enough, I liked the other one better, the one with Aaliyah.
Queen of the Damned?
Queen of the Damned, yeah.
Oof. To each his own.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was the cast. I mean, you had my main crush.
And I hate Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, that's sad.
I
She's
could
a
be
really
your
good
Kirsten
actress.
Dunst.
You think so?
I do, and we could go on about that later.
Okay.
But
Wait, what was that?
Kirsten Dunst has blossomed into a really good actress.
She was a great actress.
Not
in
when
this
she
film.
not when she was 11.
Well, this was her first role.
I know.
She was
But
explosive.
she did not deserve all the accolades and
I
awards.
think she
that
did.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I think she did. I think she was really good.
It was such a complicated role where she, being 11, has to display sexual frustration, amongst other things.
Just like Dustin Hoffman, I think if it was the role, it was not the actor.
So you think Christina Ricci could have played it?
Yep. Better.
It's hard because when you say Christina Ricci, who's around that same age, I can't get Wednesday Addams out of my head, so
Right.
I don't know if she can.
Yeah, and that's hard because you've already seen her
Yeah.
roles. This was
Yeah.
her first role. That Casper
man.
was hers.
And Brad Pitt was amazing. Just the ensemble cast.
Now Brad Pitt was really good in that movie.
I mean,
even
Christian
Slater.
Slater.
I mean, that's one.
Which River Phoenix was supposed to be that guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was replaced.
Well,
He
he
died.
Yeah, he was replaced. Christian Slater was my first crush ever. And the fact that he was in this movie, I was like, I'm going.
But River Phoenix is such a better actor than Christian Slater.
I'm not talking about who's the better actor. I'm talking about.
Speaking of, Gleaming the Cube is on Amazon now.
Cool. I don't think I liked that movie.
All right. So, any closing thoughts before we get on to the next on his filmography?
Of Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I really liked it. I get why people don't like it. I understand
get
that.
why people don't like it.
No, I'm hearing what he's saying.
I'll give it a second watch, I promise.
But it also had some funny things
Oh,
in
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think I liked about Tom Cruise's role. Like, the frustration, I mean, Lestat was evil, but he loved Louis, but he was just so nasty to him. And you know how Louis would always he didn't want to kill people, and he would just eat the poodles instead. He killed the poodles instead, and Lestat is just like disgusted with him that he just can't be a vampire. Like, just suck it up and be a vampire, literally.
Suck it up.
And I don't know, it had a lot of humor in it, and I don't even know if it was supposed to.
It was because I read the book one time and it was tough read, at least for my mindset, but I read it because, again, a girl that I was dating was really into it, so I wanted to share her interests and have something to talk about. And I remember it having some ironic moments where I did laugh out loud. I'm like, yeah, that was funny. Okay, all right, cool. When does it?
All right, cool.
All right, cool. Cool beans.
Yeah, when does
Take
it
your pants off.
Well, yeah, exactly. Again, I'm a 15-year-old boy. Yes, exactly. But yeah, I just love the environments.
Take your pants off.
I love the gothic settings, and just Tom Cruise was just, again, Maverick is.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's a complete reversal of his
It was good for him.
acting
and
prowess.
The end and just everything about it is just so top notch. I mean, really, it still stands. I still to this day watch it, and just, it's a great drama. It's a great story. It's great fodder in New Orleans.
Maybe I was just a snooty goth kid, and I'll just rewatch it and enjoy it.
What?
Yeah.
They exist? Snooty goth kids? No.
I was that kid that was playing Vampire the Masquerade with his friends, and
Yes. Wow.
I LARPed at one point. This is all coming out on the air now.
Oh boy. Well, that's going to make transitioning to Mission Impossible very awkward.
Oh,
Well, he liked Limp Bizkit too, so
there was a point in time where everyone liked Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Even a little bit.
they were just here last night.
Were they?
Or the night before? Yeah.
With his dad hair.
I don't know. I don't know why people wanted to go see it, but apparently people did.
Yeah, I know.
Who wants to hear a 50-year-old rap?
People who listen to the new album love it.
Good. I don't want.
I listened to the new album like this is just Limp Bizkit again.
I don't want anything to do with that. Like, yes, Limp Bizkit was popular, right, for a little bit. Like everybody was like, okay, this is a cool new sound, break stuff, and he's so.
They caused
mad.
the downfall of Woodstock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's such a jerk, and he's gonna fight with Eminem and all this, and then he does a Mission Impossible theme. That was weird,
but that's
right?
in 2000.
Yeah, this was the one done by
Yes.
U2.
Yes,
Oh, I
by
don't
the
remember
Edge.
that.
By the Edge and Adam Clayton.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If
That
you
was
watch-
a cool song too.
It really was.
I don't remember
man. It's like the old one, but more modern.
I think the soundtrack sold the movie to me.
Oh, yeah, the soundtrack's a lot of fun. If you get a chance, I listen.
Sounded so not fun. The soundtrack is a lot of fun.
I remember Mission Impossible was 94.
96.
Okay.
Well, I don't know why I yelled that, but I just wanted to let you know.
Because I'm always wrong with
It has a lot of moody and very spy-like songs that are kind of sexy. No, they're kind of sexy and dark.
Spy songs?
No,
I remember listening to the Mission Impossible soundtrack along with the Twister soundtrack, like back to back all the time.
Oh, I love the Twister soundtrack.
Yeah, we could talk about Twister all day.
Okay, you know what? I need some new dad jokes, so let's go ahead and take a break.
Okay.
Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge.
Hey everybody, my name is Adam and I am part of the Cinemadness podcast. I'm here to tell you about some exciting news. We're making a movie. As I've mentioned on the show numerous times, I am obsessed with the films of 1982, and I want to share my love of those years with all of you. So we are taking a deep dive into 75 movies, all from 1982, to show that this was an important year, or maybe the most important year in pop culture cinema. Movies like Blade Runner, The Thing, E.T., Poltergeist, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and many, many more. Interviewing cast and crew from these movies, as well as fans and also film experts. We are currently crowdfunding for equipment and logistics while in development, and when we are ready for pre-production, we will get all of you involved too. That means names in the credits, special goodies, perhaps posters and art. So, if you are as excited about this as we are, and really, why shouldn't you be? Check out our campaign at cinemadnesspodcast.com/1982themovie. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at 1982themovie. So come along with us and let's celebrate cinema.
Oh, it's Danny Elfman. Duh.
Yeah, Danny Elfman did the score.
But the film itself,
You know it.
again, so we have Tom Cruise being a full-fledged action star, just kick ass and take names, and it was a good spy movie. It was a good detective movie. If you don't think of the
If you don't figure it out 5 minutes into the movie.
you know, and some great scenes. I mean, where he's like 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, blah blah blah. They're all on me.
And I think it's the first time I saw Ving Rhames not being Marcellus Wallace.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Like I saw him as like a human character, even though I go back and be like, oh wait, he was the guy in Dave. But it was the first time I recognized Ving Rhames as not being like the big bad black man.
It had Jean Reno from
Jean Reno.
John Reno.
Jean Reno.
Jean Reno from Professional.
Yeah.
And Godzilla.
I only know him from The Professional.
He's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, with the gum.
Oh yeah. He also is the voice in Flushed Away. He's a toad. So
The hell is flushed away?
it's a fun movie.
Toilet humor, apparently.
Watch it. It's fun. It's claymation. But anyways,
Oh, I thought you were getting like upset. Watch it.
No. Please go ahead and
You
view
best
it.
step off.
It is a very funny film. It is. So yeah, no, Mission Impossible was an outstanding action film. Still, to this day, stands up well in my opinion. It's the best of any of the Mission Impossibles. I think Adam's going to disagree, and that's fine.
I think the last one was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And they're still making them.
Yeah,
They
are still making them. There's one
Enough's
coming out in
enough.
2023.
Yeah, it's going to be number 8.
Oh my heavens!
Can we stop?
This last one with
It's
Henry
not
Cavill
impossible
was
anymore if it's
so
been done.
damn good.
That one was good because of Henry Cavill. And the one directed by J.J. Abrams
3.
was good.
Yeah, that had Philip Seymour Hoffman, and that was like one of his best roles.
Yeah, that
he
was
was
a good
so
one.
fucking evil in that movie. Sorry,
No.
we
I think people from Felicity were in it too.
we could talk about that when we get to the 2000s next time.
Well, that's mainly all they did
Yeah.
in the 2000s, pretty much.
But yes,
yeah, go
Mission
ahead.
Impossible was a great start
It's
to
a fun
the
film.
franchise.
It's a very thought-provoking film. It's a callback to the 60s spy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just...
And we got those. We got GoldenEye in the 90s.
Yeah.
And we got The Saint with Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
And we had the original Avengers.
Saints underrated.
Yes, Saint is really good. And we had the Avengers, the British one.
Yeah.
And of course Austin Powers. I mean, we had that 60s spy thing going on.
Did you just have Austin Powers in the same vein of the first 3 films, really?
I know you, for some reason, you're a weirdo that doesn't think Austin Powers are funny movies, but they are.
He's just talking about spy movies.
Yeah, they had the 60s spy vibe to it.
Wasn't Get Smart a spy?
No, that was in the 2000s.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to close the book on Mission Impossible because it just self-destructed. Oh.
That was
So, which takes us to 1996. Show Me the Money, Jerry Maguire.
The most overrated
Jerry
Tom
Maguire.
Cruise movie ever.
I thought it was very interesting because, of course, I like sports films. I like character, and this movie has both. So when we talk about Jerry Maguire, you have to talk about just how strong the film was, and Cameron Crowe.
But sorry. Can we talk about that in a little bit?
I thought you'd love Cameron Crowe.
Hell no.
But you like to say anything.
That's the only thing. I hate. Sorry. I'm
No
sorry.
kidding. I just oof.
I know.
Yikes.
He
Felt
wrote.
all the air come out of here.
He either directed. I'm looking it up. I don't know if he directed and wrote. I think he just wrote it. He wrote a movie that I think everybody in the
Elizabeth Town?
world loves that I don't love, and it's called Almost Famous.
I love Almost Famous.
I could barely finish that movie. I don't get it. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. He
I
also
still to
wrote
this day
Vanilla
quote,
Sky.
I'm a golden guy.
He also wrote Vanilla Sky. He also wrote Singles, which is overrated for me.
Well, technically, he didn't write Vanilla Sky.
No, that was
he just
Abre
adapted
sus
it.
ojos.
Well, but
that was a more superior
It was.
Spanish film, which has Penelope Cruz in it.
It does.
She plays a mime.
so yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. This
I have
isn't
a huge problem with Vanilla Sky.
This isn't a Cameron Crowe show. I was just like,
It was just surprising because much as you like say anything.
That's one movie.
I know, but it's a big movie. It's what made him.
But everything else that he wrote or directed, I don't
Huh.
care for. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Like Aloha.
but
Sorry.
Jerry Maguire, it's a good love story. It's a good, in my opinion, it's a good business story. It has a lot of great quotes in it. You know, I mean,
nothing says entertainment like a good business story.
well, no. In terms of how he is a say anything to get you signed agent, and he has an epiphany that he realizes he doesn't want to be that guy.
Yeah, he was good in the role.
Yeah.
Everybody was good in it, even Renee Zellweger. Maybe that's why I didn't like the movie. I've just never liked her. And I didn't like that little kid with the glasses that everybody fell in love
Jonathan
with.
Liebnicki?
Yeah. It was just too much. I don't know.
Did you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
Shut up, brat. I think I need to rewatch this now that I'm a mother. Maybe I'll have more. I just saw like this bratty kid with, I don't know.
With prescription glasses.
With special eyes.
Hey,
my brand.
Oh man, and it's just so quotable. I mean, down to the end scene. I love the mariachis that are throughout, almost like a running gag.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah,
they did that in that Ben Stiller movie. I love.
God, I hate that movie.
The Heartbreak Kid.
I hate that movie.
Oh boy, I
love the original though.
I can't think of a Stingray sing the same way. Thank you to the Heartbreak Kid. Yeah. But anyways,
I hate Jerry Stiller.
Oh, rest his soul.
He's dead. You did that with me in River Phoenix. Screw you.
Oh, River Phoenix is a good actor.
Jerry Stiller is a good actor.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think he's a one note.
He stays in his lane. Yeah.
Aw, okay.
He
stays in his lane now.
Oh.
Jeez Louise. So dark on this episode. Coño carajo.
Just wait till the next movie.
He stays right on the plot.
Oh my heavens! Oh, I like the pun there. I'm going to hell. Oh boy!
We just lost Ben Stiller as a listener.
Oh, you don't want the power of Stiller against you,
or Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh boy! Anyway, so let's go ahead and so Jerry Maguire, I enjoyed. Clearly, it's a different view.
I don't hate it. Mm-hmm. I just think it's not worth all the love that it gets. That's all.
Okay.
Same thing with Interview with the Vampire.
Okay. Eyes Was Shut. Now,
it took me a long time to like this movie.
I've watched it 1,000 times. Because
that's crap.
Well, I like the movie. I haven't seen it that many times.
No. Because I wanted to like it. Mm-hmm. It's Stanley Kubrick, and I figured, okay, this is going to be one of those movies that I'm now a grown adult. I'm married. I'm going to understand it more. I'm going to get it. No, right exactly where I left it. Because when I first saw it, I saw it strictly just to see boobies. To be completely honest with you, it's like, yes, nudity. I'm loving it. This is awesome. And then there's a deep story about what's going on.
Oh, it's a very
cheating
deep
on
try.
me and imagining my wife with a naval guy, a seaman. What? That's what they're called.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
This was a long movie.
Enveloped in semen. Well, yeah, it's Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah. But I like watching it again. I like the paranoia that was so naturally built up. It's a suspense movie, but really there's no suspense in it.
There's implied suspense. There's suspense that you're building yourself. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. And it did take me a long time. It took me a long time to get into Kubrick himself. For the longest time, I did not like The Shining. I did not like 2001. I didn't like Stanley Kubrick.
Full Metal Jacket.
I didn't like Full Metal Jacket. I liked the first half of it. Because
everybody likes the first half.
Yeah.
No one remembers the second half.
But there was one point in my life where I was like, all right, I am going to watch 2001 because for some reason I really liked 2010 because I was a kid in the 80s and was like sci-fi, yay. So I'm just like, I'm going to sit down and watch 2001, and I'm watching this movie and I'm like, I get it. This movie is absolutely brilliant and it's beautiful. I'm watching it on Blu-ray. I'm going, this looks like it was shot last week. And then
beautiful.
And then I went back and I'm like, all right, I'll watch The Shining. I'm like, oh my God, this movie is insanely good. And then I just start, and Barry Lyndon and Dr. Strangelove. And then I went all the way up to Eyes Wide Shut, and I'm like, holy crap, this movie really shows Tom Cruise as an actor. I mean, it really envelops everything that he's ever done. And he pours out his entire being into this movie. And that's the one thing Kubrick got out of his actors was their entire soul came out in those movies.
You mean when he's not chasing down Shelley Long?
Right, when he's not sending Shelley Long to the nut house. Shelley Long.
What's her name? I always
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
I always screw up on her name, man. Oh, jeez.
We like Shelley Long.
I know. We don't like Shelley Duvall.
But yeah, Eyes Wide Shut is just one of those movies. Is like, it's a Kubrick movie, so you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. And sadly, his last 1.5 movies everybody hates, and I think they're both.
What's
fantastic.
the other one?
AI.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
So did most people.
He handed it off to Spielberg, knowing that he was
dying.
So half the film you can almost feel is literally, in my opinion, and I know we're getting off track here, but in my opinion, you can really feel where Kubrick ends and Spielberg begins.
Oh yeah. There's definitely the Spielberg glow kind of takes over.
Yeah, it just.
But then it goes back into a Kubrick movie at the end.
Well, because that was Spielberg trying to do right by his friend.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, fuck it. This is what you want. Whatever. I'll shoot it. Whatever. I did my whole Hallmark Disney shit. So yeah. Yeah, but Eyes Wide Shut, I mean, it's still going to be underrated. It's still going to be one of those that a bunch of college kids will make you watch, make other people watch, and make themselves feel snooty and superior because
it's a film school movie.
Yeah, and that's fine. You know, it's going to be one of those. Oh, you probably don't like Eyes Wide Shut, dude. I watched it in the fucking theater.
I did too. I remember seeing it after seeing American Pie because it was playing in the same theater, and I had a friend who ran the theater at the time, and he's like, "The new Kubrick movie's out. Do you want to see that?" I'm like, "I guess." I just still didn't like Kubrick yet, and I was just like, "I guess I should see it because I need to know film." That kind of snooty. I was like, "Let's just go back and watch American Pie."
Exactly.
Talk about pie fucking and sticking foods in places.
Penis jokes. Gotta love it.
Pale ale.
Which strangely leads us to the last film of the 90s in his filmography, Magnolia. So Tom Cruise plays a sex guru. And again, this came out in 99.
What's wrong?
There's one more movie in 99.
Okay.
No, there's not.
There's not?
There's a music video, and that's it.
What do you
Was
got?
it the Metallica music
No, it
video?
was Amy Mann.
Yeah.
I thought
I love that.
I thought MI2 was 99.
No.
Nope.
2000.
Oh.
Oh.
It's okay.
Close. You're 1 year off.
I thought Days of Thunder was 89. It's okay. I had the same thing.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
High five.
It's okay. But Magnolia, he plays, again, a sex guru. He's not a main character.
Yeah,
He's
it's not it's not a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, and that's what is really awesome. And he's being vulgar, and but his persona, he has a duality in that film, and that's what makes it so interesting. And that's what Magnolia is the duality that we have. Oh man! Oh.
See, I see Paul Thomas Anderson movies like you were describing. People see Kubrick movies, like it's the snooty new version of the film snob movies, or Paul Thomas Anderson movies, and Magnolia is one of them.
Oh, and Aronofsky. No,
Oh, I hate Darren Aronofsky.
Yep.
The Fountain is one of the worst movies that's ever been put to film.
The Wrestler was fantastic.
I did like The Wrestler, but
I was going to say there's almost no way that you did not like The Wrestler.
And
I know
and
you.
Allison's going to punch me
Nope,
because
don't say it.
Black Swan is awful.
Requiem for a Dream.
Terrible. You know what makes Requiem for a Dream so bad? The fucking cartoon sound effects that don't belong in the movie.
Okay. Moving on.
But this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good Paul Thomas Anderson movies that he did.
But back to Magnolia.
I don't think so.
And again,
He did Boogie Nights, I think.
Yeah.
And I think he did Punch Drunk Love.
I did not like Punch Drunk Love.
Oh,
I know I'm supposed to like it, but I don't.
You're not supposed to like anything that you don't like.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
No,
Don't
guys.
say that.
Well, it's
Magnolia I didn't care for because I felt it was all over the place. I was confused, just like another movie we're going to talk about in the 2000s. I get it was ensemble cast. It's a good cast. Julianne Moore is one of my favorite actresses. She was good in it. He was good in it. Tom Riley, what's his name? Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Tom Riley.
Tom Riley. Oh, because of Boogie Nights. He was in it. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. Wasn't that the one where the things were falling out of the sky?
Yes, the
okay,
frogs.
then get it.
That's an actual phenomena.
No, that's a plague.
No,
it's an actual phenomenon.
Actual
too.
phenomena where basically when the tornado is developing, it develops over a lake and it sucks in.
And frogs come
It's
out.
like a Sharknado.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cat,
Doesn't make me want to watch the movie anymore.
Frogs falling out of the sky will actually happen. Where Sharknado, I don't think is actually like maybe one or two, but I don't think.
Are you kidding? They made 5 documentaries about it.
Seriously?
Documentaries. That's funny.
I'm thinking of Deadpool 2. And what Sharknado are they up to now? Is dubstep still a thing? Anyways.
Dubstep's for pussies.
oh, I love Deadpool. Anyways, but yeah, so that concludes his filmography. So now we're led to some fun trivia, which is mostly consumed by
Geektoids.
We got a lot of conflicting stuff in the 90s with him.
You mean on the personal side?
Yeah.
I struggle to talk about it because there's a lot going on. I mean, the Matt Lauer
There's a
thing.
lot going on.
Well, no, the Matt Lauer thing happens in 2005 with Brooke Shields. I mean,
we're
Scientology.
talking about his movies.
Yeah, I wanted more focus on the guy.
Oh.
Well,
I thought we were a movie podcast.
Well, no. I don't. I personally don't think that we should focus on who he is outside of film because that's.
I was talking about the movies.
Okay.
We're talking personal
You like
conflict.
Magnolia, we don't. We liked Vampires, he didn't.
Boy, I read that.
Eyes Wide Shut. We're all over the place, and then we got to different, the directors and stuff. I mean,
But we all enjoy Days of Thunder.
Yes.
Yeah, for
what it
We
is.
basically
Surprisingly,
enjoyed the first movie of the '90s, and everything after that.
no kidding.
Poo-poo.
No kidding. So some fun bits of trivia, of course.
Tits and bits.
Yep. So Tom Cruise was considered to play Henry Hill in Goodfellas in 1990, which eventually went to Ray Liotta.
I don't see that at all.
Man, could you imagine? Ray Liotta wouldn't have a career if he didn't do Goodfellas.
Well, there was a couple guys that were up for that film, so it's not just Tom Cruise. It's kind of like if you ever look at the information and trivia on The Watchmen, all the people that were supposed to play The Watchmen, a who's who. So, yeah, it's interesting. But as we continue on, Tom Cruise was actually considered for the role of Vincent Massini in Godfather Part 3.
Great.
Yeah. Also, Tom Cruise was considered for the role of Frank Roberts in The Indian Runner in 1991, which eventually went to Viggo Mortensen.
Yep.
Tom Cruise was actually chosen by the studio to play Edward Scissorhands, but wanted to change the ending. Burton opted for some guy named Johnny Depp instead. Oh, Allison's face is priceless. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait. He wanted to change the ending. I would love to know what the ending he wanted to change it to. Did he want to change it to he just magically moved in with Winona Ryder and they lived happily ever after with Scissorhands?
Edward Penis Fingers.
I mean, what?
Look it up.
I'm going to.
Yeah, Tim Burton gave an interview and he confirmed this rumor. The studio wanted him. He didn't see eye to eye. They just were in two different directions. Burton put it in a very polite way. But they had lunch. They talked about it. But the problem is when you have Cruise tied in with any project after the mid '80s, you get Cruise's complete control of that project.
Sure, I get that.
So, and that leads into one of the next ski tours coming up is he was actually sought after to play Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption.
I could see that.
But wanted creative control of the project, and the writers opted for some guy named Tim Robbins instead.
Some guy, from Top Gun.
Oh, yeah. No one ever remembers him in Top Gun.
Tim Robbins was in Top Gun.
Yeah, no one ever remembers him.
Yeah.
He was Merlin.
Yeah.
Merlin from Sword in the Stone.
Oh, boy. Merlin. So,
Merlin the magician. I got it.
I got it.
First of all, hold on before I get to this.
I'm sickened by the other people that were contenders for Edward Scissorhands. Robert Downey Jr.
He actually.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
No.
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
No.
This was pre-silly Jim Carrey.
I get it. So, oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, Tom Cruise was he wanted to know too many things. How does Edward go to the bathroom? How does he live without eating all these years? And he was unwilling to like go on with this role because no one was answering these questions. Like he was just looking too much into it, which I can totally see.
Yeah, he would never get along with Tim Burton.
No.
Because I said so, but that's not good enough.
Just
Tim.
go with it.
Yeah.
That's not good enough, Tim. I need to know why. I have scissors on my hand, Tim.
Yeah. It doesn't work for me. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Jumping up and down on a couch saying, I can't do this.
That doesn't happen for a while. He's still happily married at this point.
Oh, yes, he's with Nicole.
So he was actually considered. He was actually considered for the lead role in Crimson Tide, which eventually went to Denzel Washington. Which
Crimson Tide. I was thinking Hunt for Red October. Yes, I can see that.
The Russian accent with a Scottish twang on it. In Moscow.
I'm a Russian commander.
Of course, in Moscow we don't do that. Anyways, so he was actually originally set to star in Enemy of the State in 1998.
Will Smith.
Yes, but with scheduling conflicts with Eyes Wide Shut, he was forced to miss out on the film, which the role eventually went to Will Smith. Good movie, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Oh, we agree on that one.
I could see him in a lot of Will Smith roles as the 2000s got on, like I Am Legend and stuff like that. I could see him.
Wild Wild West.
Oh, God. That movie just didn't need to happen.
It was a fun movie. I like that one, and I also like Jonah Hex.
As a comic fan, I hate Jonah Hex. As a movie fan, it's got what's-her-face in it.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, you can just look at her.
Boy, oh boy.
Don't
Jeez.
talk, just look. Just stand.
I'm thinking of the Family Guy thing with Winona Ryder. It's like, that was most good.
Seriously? This is the best we could do?
She has a topless scene coming up. Okay, let's make a film. All right.
Think we could do a topless scene? Sure. Really?
All right. Let's make a movie.
We got a movie.
Oh, boy. Okay, he was actually considered for the lead role in The Matrix, which went to Keanu Reeves. And, of course, it was offered to Will Smith afterwards, or before then as well. So I kind of feel bad for Keanu. It's like...
Well, I do, too, because you said some other movie that was offered and Keanu got. It wasn't Point Break. What was? No, you said you thought he could be Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. I mean,
but
Keanu.
I really think Tom Cruise would have done a good job in The Matrix just because of his dedication to the physicality of everybody.
Yes, but you can also say that Keanu dedicates
absolutely.
everything. Both of them are very neck and neck.
Especially after Keanu broke his back.
Right. Just like a Christian Bale and a Leto.
Yeah.
They focus on that, and that's all they basically live and breathe until the movie's over.
I'm just saying he would have made a good Neo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. He would not have done bad.
No, it's just hard to look at a movie that's had, so many movies and think of somebody else other than that.
Like, I can't think of Tom Cruise as John Wick.
No, but he could have.
I mean, Jack Reacher's close.
Yeah.
But...
Jack Reacher's supposed to be 6'4".
Jack Reacher is a fictional character.
I don't care.
That's like saying James Bond should be white.
So are we going to have Patton Oswalt be Jack Reacher?
That would be awesome.
No, it would not.
But Reacher, his last name is Reacher. He has to reach for things.
Exactly. That reminds me of the end scene from Be Cool, or no, Get Shorty, where they have Danny DeVito being the action star.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Look at me.
Anyways. Exactly. So he was actually the original choice for the role of Tom Ripley in The Talented Mr. Ripley, but it went to Matt Damon.
I did not like that movie.
No.
I thought it was really lame how it was written near the end, where he just goes, "And I can do your dad," and he does the impression of his dad.
I just thought it was really lame.
Yeah.
It was not a well-written movie.
No.
I was excited for that movie too.
I think all of us were. Like, that was supposed to be a good movie with with him and Jude
Super
Law
suspenseful
and
yeah.
what's her name?
Yeah, that lady.
Yeah,
Was that Gwyneth?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
Or
think
was it
so.
Sienna Miller? I think it was Gwyneth.
Yeah, I
Good
think.
old goop herself.
Well, you have the IMDb.
Oh
you
my
tell me.
God. I don't want people thinking all I do on here is look up IMDb.
Well, I look
You're
at
a fact checker.
No, I'm not. I usually don't.
No, she
I mean,
actually doesn't.
You do have to fact this one. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay. All right.
Kate Blanchett, one of the... And Philip Seymour Hoffman. Man, what a waste of talent, Philip Seymour Hoffman, you jerk. Sorry, go ahead.
Wow. Jeez.
No, but look at all these movies he's been in.
He's not doing much now.
That's horrible.
Him and Jerry Siller are doing a project together.
Stop that.
I hear
River
Brittany
Phoenix.
Murphy's doing a...
Brittany Murphy was murdered and poisoned by her husband. You shut your mouth.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just obsessed with Brittany Murphy documentaries.
Okay. So anyways, I'm just going to do this by myself. Wayne.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
Taglines?
so no.
We're still talking about Lost
Yeah,
Souls. Okay.
So he was
Keeping that in
actually...
there.
Stop.
So he was actually considered for the lead role in End of Days, but that went to some guy named Arnold Schwarzenegger. Exactly.
Anybody other than Arnold Schwarzenegger should have been in that role.
Well, no, the original script was a lot deeper.
That's what I'm saying. Anyone but Arnold Schwarzenegger should have been in that role.
I can get behind that. It wasn't a bad film.
It was not a bad film, but it didn't. Arnold didn't fit in that movie.
He was trying to get out of his comfort zone.
I know, but he body slammed the Antichrist into a coffee table.
That's straight up from Last Action Hero, with Hamlet.
Hamlet?
Yeah.
To be or not to be. Not to be.
Ah, boy. So trivia, some additional trivia. One second, sorry. Okay, so additional trivia. So his features and good looks were the model for Disney's character Aladdin.
I did not know that.
No, but
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah. He was actually the first actor in history to star in 5 consecutive films that gross $100 million in the United States. A Few Good Men, The Firm, The Interview with the Vampire, Mission Impossible, and Jerry Maguire. And another fun thing you mentioned about your dad, he attended Harvard Law School in 2 drama movies. For the 2 drama movies that he was in, A Few Good Men and The Firm, he actually attended Harvard Law School so he could get a grasp on the knowledge. Yes. But those are all my titty bits.
Ooh.
Tiddly bits.
Titty bits.
Tits and bits.
Tits and bits. So let's go ahead and talk some other T's. How about some taglines?
I only have 2
That's okay.
because one of them was so lame, but yet so fitting for Eyes Wide Shut. The only tagline is Cruise, Kidman, Kubrick.
That's actually on the DVD cover.
Of
Wow.
course it is.
That's the tagline for that movie.
I just think that's so funny. But looking back, like, what would you do as the tagline for that movie?
Right. It was when
Come to an orgy.
Well, it was when they were
See
big,
what
too.
seamen do.
Yeah.
And
Wear your mask and nothing else.
Wear your mask and a hat. Yeah, because it's innuendo for rubber. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. I don't
no-
think they wore those, but we got it.
come see or G.
Oh, wow. Ah, boy.
Hey, at
A
least
party where everyone's coming.
At least I didn't say anything about murder.
That's true.
You didn't. Yeah.
And then I have Days of Thunder. Stupid. You can't stop the thunder. You
Wow.
can't outrun the thunder. Cruise like thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
Cruise like thunder.
See how it turns.
Franklin Bean.
See how it turns.
Sounds
like?
All right, so now it's going to be. Is there any more, my dear?
I mean, I can look some up. Which one do you
No,
want?
no.
Tell me.
No.
How about A Few Good Men? You love it.
Nobody can handle the truth.
Okay, no. We're going to give it to the great Adam Dini, and he's going to.
He's going to make one up?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a really long tagline.
Which one
For
is
what?
A few good men.
A good few men.
In the heart of the nation's capital, in a courthouse of the U.S. government, one man will stop at nothing to keep his honor, and one will stop at nothing to find the truth.
That's straight up
too
from
long.
Law and Order.
That sounds like something Aaron Sorkin wrote.
Oh, I got a tagline for Far and Away.
Go ahead.
Well, it was going to be a made-up one, but when I hear
Go
Far
ahead.
and Away,
Go
I just
ahead.
think of
Alison
I think
Dini,
of-
go ahead.
I think of Jeannie. I think of Jenny from Forrest Gump. Like, make me. What were they trying to do in Far, Far Away?
They wanted
Get
land.
Give me land and make me go far, far and away. Meh, that's bad. But do you remember? Do you remember Jenny? She was like, "Make me a bird." And well, I don't know why
what's
Jenny's British. Delete all of that.
Am I coming in clear?
Coming in clear. Make me a bird.
She's from Alabama, and I have her talking like.
Can I be in the color purple?
Okay. Never mind. Skip all that.
All right. Great Adam Dini, are you in, sir?
Yes.
All right. I would like you to make taglines for the following films. What tagline would the great Adam Dini give The Firm?
The Firm. The Firm. He has his first case, and this one will stand firm.
Weak. Anyways. All right. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
The Firm. Don't come limp.
Oh, boy. You realize we're not talking about Eyes Wide Shut anymore, guys.
Yes.
All right. Just saying. All right. Adam Dini, let's go ahead and see if it's going to be a redemption song.
Probably not.
Probably not. You know what? Let's go with Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Okay.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to watch this movie before it explodes.
Why did you go full Jigsaw on that mother?
I don't know. I just wanted to change my voice.
You should have said I want to play a game.
It explodes. Oh, boy.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to watch Tom Cruise solve the mission that is impossible.
This summer.
Oh, boy. You think you saw Saw. Now Saw Impossible.
Awesome. I got one for Magnolia.
Yeah, what do you got?
We suck.
Magnolias stink, and so does this movie. Sorry.
They do.
Magnolias are beautiful, but they affect my allergies.
Anyways. All right. So that concludes our taglines. Thank you very
Magnolia.
much.
It's raining cats and frogs.
Oh, boy.
What is a tagline for Magnolia? That's funny. Hold on. Because I like that frogs and cats and...
I like that frogs
I
and
like that
cats.
frogs and cats stuff.
Make me a bird.
Shut up with the bird thing.
Make me a bird.
Oh, they only have one tagline. Oh, now I'm funky. Okay.
They only have one tagline. Things fall down. People look up. And when it rains, it pours. Well, that's stupid. That makes it sound like it's a flood movie.
Amy Mann did a wonderful job on that soundtrack. I love that
It
song.
is a really good sound. He
Amy
has
Mann
good
is
soundtracks.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful.
Especially Requiem for... Oh, no, that was Aronofsky. Never mind. Aronofsky did Requiem for a Dream soundtrack. It's amazing.
But anyway, so
Black Swan.
those are our taglines, guys. Thank you very much. But
No, it's good. It's good. Balance.
So-
It really is. It's good.
what?
Nothing.
Okay, but no.
But no.
10 years before we did the 90s, it was
The
a time
80s.
in the 80s. Yes, I can do math too. But we have one of our wonderful
Oh, I see what he's doing.
one of our co-hosts.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
One of our co-hosts who has an outstanding project that we would like you guys to give about 2 minutes to. Adam, you got the floor. Why don't you tell us about this? He's in his 40s. So it'll only take about 15 seconds.
True.
Go ahead.
Long ago, in the year 1982, things, people, places happened. 1982, also known as the most influential year in pop culture cinema. Oh. Wow, we're really like hamming it up this time. No, seriously. We at the Cinemadness podcast, we are making a movie, and it is all about the movies of 1982. And before you're like, well, why do we need to do 1982? I'll tell you why we need to do 1982. Like I just said, it was what I consider the most influential year of pop culture cinema. I could go on about 1982 all the time, but it's a documentary, and I'm doing over 75 movies out of like 3,000 movies that came out in 1982, and it's just insane how many of these movies are in the pop culture lexicon, and people need to know how important this year is for movies, and that's why we did an episode about it in our first season. It's a big project, and I'm so happy that I'm starting to work on it. It's people have said that they've seen a change in me attitude-wise, and I don't know what that means, but whatever.
They just don't see you a lot.
It's true. But I'm really enjoying developing this movie. I'm enjoying that I'm 100% crowdfunding this movie. We've grossed almost to near $600 so far, and it's only been up for a couple weeks. And if you want to see more information about 1982 the movie, go to cinemadnesspodcast.com/1982 the movie, and there's more information there on how to support if you want to. And we also are all over social media. We have our own Twitter, 1982 the movie. 1982 the movies on Instagram, and also there's a Facebook page too. We're all over the place. We're just constantly raising money, and more perks and stuff will start coming out once we start pre-production, once development's over, when we get to a proper Kickstarter. Right now it's just a GoFundMe to raise money for equipment and all the logistics, which is the most boring part of making a movie, is logistics and spreadsheets and
the stuff to make the stuff happen. So
right,
boring.
the pre-magic notes, the tome,
it's
you will.
The foreplay of a film.
It's before the foreplay. This is the hey, can you come over? No, okay, let's schedule when you can come over. That's where we're at. And I've gone on way too much about this, and I really need to find a better way to sell this movie instead of just going a long time ago in 1982. But I did it this time, and it worked. So, so that's it. That's it for me. That's my spiel.
But thank you very much, Adam, for that. Allison, where can we find our stuff if we want to be followed?
We want to be followed. Exactly. Well, you did give your full name earlier.
Follow us home. You can follow us on Facebook at Cinemadness Podcast. Cinemadness Podcast is on Instagram. Cinemadness P on Twitter. And then we have our website, cinemadnesspodcast.com.
All right. Well, that concludes the cruise of the 90s. Be sure to tune in to our next wonderful and final installment where we talk about the cruise in the 21st century. It's going to be rather riveting. Of course, I'm going to have my two outstanding cohorts.
That's me!
Yes, that is you, Adam. And we're going to be exploring about all that Cruise has done in the 21st century, building into his release of Maverick. So it should be a lot of fun. So please go ahead and smash that like button. Wait, sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm kidding.
That's being cut out.
Oh, everyone's a critic. No, but sincerely, guys, thank you very much for taking time to listen to us. We look forward to rejoining you next time when we take this cruise down its final voyage of the 21st century.
The 21st century.
Get your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down to Frag Rock. Down to Frag Rock. Down to Frag Rock.